Well, before we go, all is set for balloting for the 1/8 stage of the National Science and Maths Quiz later today. And some of the biggest names in NSMQ history like Bisek, Legon, Prempeh College, Opoku-Ware School, St. Peter's, SHS, Achimota School, and more will be joining the contest at this stage. Maxwell Agbagba has been gauging the mood at the University of Ghana campus, where the balloting will be taking place, and is joining me right now. Hello, Maxwell. Right, there you have Maxwell there trying to step up for us. But Maxwell has been telling us a beautiful story of the Egyptian and the gentleman who made it very popular. The It Is Finished contestant. We'll bring you that story. Maxwell is standing by. Let's hear that report as we get over to Maxwell.
A packed auditorium at the University of Ghana Business School is a semi-final contest, and quiz mistress Dr. Elsie Efa Kaufman wants preliminary remarks from the competing schools. Wesley Girls SHS and Tepa SHS have had their say. Michael Obeng will speak on behalf of St. Peter's SHS.
It is written in the scriptures, in the book of Exodus, chapter 14, verse 30. And Moses said unto the people, "Fear not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord, which he shall bring to you today. For the Egyptians we see today, we shall see them no more."
To ask you.
Indeed, St. Peter's SHS did not see the Egyptians again. Wesley Girls High School and Tepa SHS were kicked out of the competition. St. Peter's SHS moved on to the grand finale of the 2020 competition. Another quote from Michael Obeng.
To ask you, are you seeing Egyptians around today?
It is written in the book of John, chapter 19, verse 30. And when Jesus had therefore taken the vinegar, he said 3 words: "It is finished."
It is the 2020 National Science and Maths Quiz, and I've met the contestants from St. Peter's SHS. So Michael Obeng is part of the team.
We get on stage, the Spirit takes control. So we just see what the Lord leads us to say, and that's what led to all the scriptures.
Okay.
Yes, then in every other contest, led by the Spirit.
Okay. Then what should we expect more biblical quotes this year?
I can't say because, well, you see, it's like the wind, it blows where it wants. So the Spirit takes me where it wants to take me. So I can't say. It's the same way I can't promise a trophy, because victory comes from the Lord alone. So we'll see what the Lord will do, but we know that at the end of the day, His glory shall be magnified.
The glory of the Lord shall certainly be magnified. Maxwell Agbagba is at the University of Ghana campus. Maxwell. Maxwell, what should we expect at this particular balloting session?
Here on the University of Ghana campus, as you can see, we have Port A, Port B, and then Port C. Port A definitely is going to be made up of seeded schools, schools who, by virtue of their qualification to the quarterfinals of last year's contest, they are the seeded schools, 27 of them. They're going to be in Port A, and then we have the other schools in Port B, and then Port C. I would have the coordinator for the National Science and Maths Quiz, Stephen Yankee, join me shortly to explain to you how we're going to have the schools, paired for the 1/8 stage of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Stephen Yankee is here. He's going to provide further explanations, to this. Stephen, you're welcome to.
Thank you, Maxwell.
Great. So tell us, balloting starting at 5 p.m. What should we expect? Port A, Port B, Port C.
Yes, so we'll begin with the finalists from last year's competition. So in Port A, we'll have the finalists St. Augustine's College, Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, and St. Peter's School. They will be picking contests 9, 18, and 27. That's because we don't want a clash of finalists just at the quarterfinals. We want them to move on into the competition. So once we are done with contest 9, 18, and 27, we will move on to the other schools in Port A. there are 27 schools in each port, so we'll move on to the other 24 schools in Port A. In each contest, we are going to have a school from Port A, Port B, and Port C.
Okay, so I already explained that Port A is made up of the seeded schools, the schools that got to the quarterfinals in last year's contest. So Port B is made up of the preliminary winners, right? Okay. So
in Port B, we have all the top scoring schools from the prelims. Okay. We've had the 27 seeded schools in Port A. We have 54 schools coming from the prelims, 40 winners and 14 top runners up. Okay. What we did was to rank the scores of all these 54 schools, irrespective of whether they won or they were a runner-up. Okay. So in Port B, you may have some winners and some higher scoring schools as well in that particular port. And then in the third port, you have runners-up. So you have the other sets of schools that qualified also, but not with so high scores. Okay.
So last words ahead of the balloting, which starts in some minutes.
Well, we wish all the schools the best. We hope that they would enjoy the whole exercise. It's transparent. They are going to see that it will be streamed live on our social media pages. Yeah. And we hope that they get the kind of contest that they're expecting, and will progress to the next stage of the competition.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Stephen Yankee. Stephen Yankee is coordinator for the National Science and Maths Quiz. As you rightly heard him mention, they'll be streaming live this balloting. You can watch it on your Facebook and YouTube pages. And remember, on Joy FM and JoyNews also, we'll be bringing you updates on how it's going to pan out here at the balloting. Over to you in the studio, Gifty.
Thank you very much, Maxwell Agbagba. We're looking forward to that balloting session, and indeed, it is finished.